Hello, hello, hello. I'm not going to keep you long today because my daughter was invited to a birthday party. So to to end my week off because I don't record on Sundays, the topic that I will be discussing today is called Saving a Life. Last Saturday, as I mentioned in my previous videos, that I went to go see Sonic last Saturday. And the last thing I learned from the movie was saving the life. The supporting character in the movie, he felt like he had to leave his town and go somewhere new in order to be a hero, to save a life. But that wasn't true. He ended up saving a life, although it cost him, his truck. It almost cost him his life, his marriage, but he felt like it was the right thing to do. And because he did it, he saved a life. And his marriage was stronger. And it opened his eyes to see that I don't have to go far. I don't have to uproot from where I'm used to save a life. It made him appreciate the people in his town more, and that his job as a sheriff, his town might be small. It might not have as much as adventure as he like or excitement, but the people in the town loved him, and they looked to him to be their hero, to keep them safe, to keep their little town from ever experiencing anything bad, so they can live in peace. John 15:13 says, "There is no greater love than to lay down your life for one's friend. You are my friend, and if you do what I command, I no longer call you a slave, because a master does not confine in a slave." Most people in this world feel like they have to cross the waters to save a life. But what about the lives in your own backyard that need saving? Would you not go through the same effort as crossing those waters to save people in distant lands that you would here for your own brothers and sisters? I see a lot of people placed in big positions, able to save people's lives, but instead they would rather go somewhere overseas and save those people instead. Not saying those people don't need saving, but not why not save the people that's here that's been supporting you? Because people only get in high positions because of support. And I'm not saying it's every person in high position that they don't turn around and, extend a hand. Because look at LeBron James. He started a school which is helping these kids in low income, and his school is prospering. He also, paying off some of these kids' education, helping them eliminate some debt so they can get out here in this world and really prosper without the baggage of debt following them around. I'm not saying it's everybody, but majority of them, they don't they don't turn back and look back to help some. You can't save everybody. I know that. I'm not even successful, not yet. And along my journey, I have tried to help people, tried to bring people along. But if a person is not ready, if they don't want to grow, then you can't save them. I know that. But what about the ones that do want to be saved, that do need a little help, some kind of guidance to push them in the right direction so they don't become a slave to these streets? I know so many of these kids are out here in these streets just because they want love and attention. That is the only reason. Sometimes it's the parents, and sometimes the parent loved them, but when you're doing it on your own, it's kind of hard to provide and give attention at the same time, especially with what these jobs is paying. You have to at least spend half the day working just to make some type of money. So you at the job half the day, you have the other half of the day to get home, feed your family, trying to get some sleep before you have to go back the next day. I don't know about you, but after working 12 hours, you really have no energy to do anything else. You want to. You want to spend time with your child, show them love, but you just so drained for giving all your energy to this job just to make sure that your kid continues to have a roof over their head and have food to eat, that you don't have nothing left. And although your kid knows you love them, they feel empty because they're not getting that love that they need, that attention that they need. And it's driving them to go in the wrong path, searching for somebody that can give them that love and attention. I know that's what it was like for me. My dad was never around, and my mom got sick when I was real young. So it's like I became the mother. I had to take care of her. Years old. She was working and hanging out with friends. That this 9-year-old child was left to do adult things, to take care of my mom, give her shots and stuff, to take care of a brand new baby kid. I felt like I don't know, I just felt empty. I feel like it has to be more to my life than this. To the point that I wanted to kill myself. I tried, and right before I could do it, my mom came in and asked me what I was doing. And I told her I was making Kool-Aid. He sent her in there to check up on me to save my life. And he's been saving me ever since. Every time I get myself in a situation, he saves me, but he at first allows me to go through it a little bit so I can understand why I should never do it again. You never know what it might take to save somebody's life. It could be just talking with somebody every day. Sometimes people just need someone to talk to. I often think about because I really love um now I can't think of his name. That's horrible, ain't it? Mac. Yes. I loved him as a rapper. And when he killed himself, I was like, If only who knows if we would have been friends or not. I feel like we would have been friends. Procrastinating, not being serious, not being afraid to really put myself out here to so I can get to the status of being a known designer. If only if I hadn't taken so long, maybe me and him could have been friends. Maybe he was because when you feel like you have nobody and you put your only drains your soul faster. It does. Right now, and I feel alone. I feel like nobody understands what I feel. Nobody understands what I'm going through. And it feels like nobody even cares. Well, somebody might feel like that's going through stuff and don't have nobody to talk to. The people that's hanging around him were probably just leeches, leeching onto his money so they could be able to keep partying, keep taking these drugs. And they don't know how to deal with the stress of their lives. So how could they possibly help him deal with the stress of his life? So they was unable to save him. Right now, I'm lucky that God has placed me with people around me who care. I have a friend who talks to me about, almost every day. I have a church home, and they are there for me and my child, and they make us feel like family. And they always they're willing to help the best way they can. I wonder how many lives. What about the old lady that lived down the street that lived by herself? And no, or the man across he a little different. So don't nobody want to talk to him. Don't nobody want to be. So now he's sad and wondering what's the purpose of life. Why should he continue to be here? Money. But there's more than just money when it comes to saving people. Sometimes people just prefer money because it's the easiest way to help somebody without having to put in any effort. I want to help somebody, but I want to put in the time and the energy that goes with actually helping somebody. So I'm going to just give this money so I can feel better about myself. I challenge y'all to check on some people. If you see a woman that walks home every day, ask her, can you walk her home? Make sure she ended up dead. We got to start helping each other. How that one gospel song go, you got to clean around your own dough before you can go clean around somebody else's. We got to fix these problems here in America before we start trying to go fix other people's problems in other countries. How can we tell people in other countries how to run their country when can't even run ours? There's still people hating people just because we have this beautiful tan. There's still people killing people for no reason. Jobs want people to be slaves, want to work them to death, but don't want to pay them. Everything keep going up. The cost of living, food, and we can't keep up because the job's not paying. But we go out to other countries, and we got to start with the help here. We got to fix the issues here. We got to save the lives here first before we can save anyone else. So subscribe to my channel, that share my videos, that support me, that want better. She happy she lost another tooth today. She ain't lost all her teeth, I tell you. I'm going so fast. She just turned 6. I tell you, kids. But thank y'all. See y'all next week. Love y'all. I appreciate y'all. God is good all the time. I miss you. You've gone.